Hello, and here's a look at a few of our stories from our weekly video newscasts. I'm Keely Flanagan.
And I'm Patricia Nicholas. Our reporters covered stories this week on an exhibition on Boston Marathon bombings, a visit from Gandhi's grandson, and a 5K run to end sexual assault.
As the city approaches the anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombings, a memorial exhibition that honors the victims and survivors is now on display in Copley Square. Zemo Zhao has some more on that story.
Flowers, t-shirts, and running shoes. People across the globe left thousands of memorial items on Copley Square after the marathon bombing last year. Now, selections from the items are displayed in the exhibition named Dear Boston, Messages from the Marathon Memorial at Boston Public Library. Mayor Martin Walsh opened the exhibition, thanking people who have been standing with Boston.
They reached out in solidarity, offering healing and hope. Their offerings took many forms, but the message was the same: we stand with you.
The exhibit takes visitors back to the bombing and gives them an opportunity to once again experience the love people brought to Copley Square after the bombing. Judy Grant, a resident at Newton, says the exhibit reminds her of so many emotions at that day and her youth as well.
Sitting along the roadway and handing out water and tossing oranges back in the day when it was so much simpler and easy to do that. It was just a reminder of how our world has changed. So this is a very powerful exhibit. I'm really glad I came, even though I will walk out crying.
After visiting the exhibit, people write blessings to the victims and Boston, as well for the April 21st marathon. Tom Lewin, a marathon participant of last year and this year, says he's ready to run.
So I'm looking forward to the opportunity to get to Hopkinton 2 weeks and come down Boylston Street, and everything will work out perfectly.
The exhibit will stay open till May 11th. It is one of several events marking marathon bombing's first anniversary organized by Boston cultural institutions called Boston Better. From Emerson College, I'm Zemo Zhao.
Mohandas Gandhi's grandson travels the world speaking about his grandfather's nonviolent philosophies. He visited Emerson College this week. Michelle Harvin has more on that story.
Please help me welcome Arun Gandhi.
Arun Gandhi spoke to Emerson students about nonviolent philosophies he learned from his grandfather and iconic civil rights activist Mohandas Gandhi. Emerson's Multicultural Association, Asia, wanted Gandhi to talk as the anniversary of the Boston Marathon bombings approached. Daniel Lamar, president of Asia, says he thought students would benefit from hearing Gandhi talk.
This is a really dark time for us. This is like an anniversary of like something really horrible, and so it's really important to keep these thoughts with us, especially when we might be harboring some anger or sadness.
Gandhi explained that anger was the foundation of his grandfather's philosophy.
Everybody who came to him had to learn about anger, and that was the first lesson that he taught me.
Lauren Chung, a theater arts student, says she learned more about how to deal with anger through Arun Gandhi.
The biggest takeaway I had was understanding that anger is not a bad thing and that we should be allowed to express it. And the important thing is how we express it and how that affects everyone else around us.
Naomi Abacitis, the co-secretary of Asia, says she learned that change starts with the little things.
It doesn't start with saying, I want to have peace in the world. It starts with yourself. It starts with saying, I, as a person, have to change my attitude about how I deal with people and how I deal, and my attitude on the way I look at things.
For Emerson College, I'm Michelle Harvin.
April marks not only the start of spring, but the start of marathon and race season for runners. Our Rhode Island correspondent, Corey Plant, brings us news of a new race that started this year down in Providence.
The Providence community gathered over the weekend to kick off the first Day 1 5K walk-run to end sexual violence. Day 1 is a sexual assault and trauma resource center servicing all of Rhode Island. Survivor Kelsey Edwards is a member of One Voice, a survivor advocacy group within Day 1 dedicated to using advocacy and public speaking as a vehicle to end sexual violence.
Being a part of One Voice and being involved with Day 1 has completely changed my life. I think it's saved my life, probably. Instead of keeping everything to myself and keeping it a secret, it's taught me to use my voice.
In addition to housing a 24-hour helpline, Day 1 also offers a wide variety of services aimed at supporting victims of sexual assault, and at prevention through various education initiatives. Executive Director Peg Langhammer gushed over the successful turnout of over 550 runners.
Not only was it successful in the numbers, but just the awareness. And these students just have done so much to get the word out about Day One and about really working in the community to end sexual violence.
This was the first race organized by Day One, and it was made possible by collaboration with its host, Brown University, and donors like Navigant Credit Union, Run Roadie, and Road Runner. Statistics about sexual assault line the 3.2-mile course, raising awareness in more than just the runners. There are already plans in the works to repeat the race next year. For Emerson College, I'm Corey Plant.
Those are our top stories from the Emerson News Studio. I am Patricia Nicholas.
And I'm Keely Flanagan. Thanks for tuning in, Boston.